Okay, students, this is Lic Aao Prelims model test number 34. Let us try to solve the questions from reasoning. The first 5 questions here are from syllogisms. Let us read the directions. Each of the following questions consists of 6 statements followed by options consisting of 3 statements put together in a specific order. Choose the option that indicates a combination where the third statement can be logically deduced from the first 2 statements, and that option will be your answer. Now this line here is very important. Third statement can be logically deduced from the first 2 statements. So earlier you are habituated to solving questions which are based on, they'll give us 3 or 4 conclusions and they will be followed by, they'll give us 3 or 4 statements which will be followed by 2 or 3 conclusions. They'll say only one follows, only 2 follows, either or neither. We are habituated to that type of things. And you have seen statements and then you have seen conclusions. And then he was also asking us on questions which does not follow. Logically follows and logically does not follow. 2 types of things. But maybe I think this is the first time you are seeing all these things. But we have already taught you these things in your regular classrooms. This model is already discussed in your regular classroom section. Yes or no? We have spent almost like 2 to 3 hours for learning this type of questions and the shortcut way of solving these questions. Here there are no statements and conclusions. He'll give us option, a set of 3 statements put together, where the third one will become conclusion and the first 2 will become statements. So first 2 will become statements. Statement, conclusion. So that is what is told. Third can be logically deduced from the first 2 statements. This type of questions, you'll start from first option or you'll start from fifth option. Fifth option. Why will you start from fifth option? Because in this type of questions, the main intention of the examiner is to find out the answer from the options. Find out the answer from options. Okay? So we have to go only with the options. So whenever you are in a situation where you have to get the answer only from the options, we'll go from which option? Fifth option. A option amma? Fifth option. Ippudu ikkada fifth option lo which is the conclusion? F is the conclusion. D and E are statements and F is the conclusion. First concentrate on F. What is there in F? Cards reverse. Cards reverse. Ante pakka statements lo kuda em undali? Cards reverse. What is D? Do you see cards? Yes. E, do you see reverse? Yes. But I have a problem here. There is no common word that connects D and E. If there was no common word or common letter, you will get 2 separate diagrams for each statement. Chapandamma. If there is common, then we will get a common thing. Yes? Chapandi. For example, if I say all A's are B's and I say some C's are D's. Is there anything common between these 2 statements? When there is no common, then you have to draw 2 separate diagrams because you can't establish relationship between those 2. Avuna kada. But instead of C, if I put B here. Instead of C, if I put B here. Will I get 2 separate diagrams or only 1 diagram? 1 diagram. I can connect B and D. Yes? Same story is happening here. Points, cards, reverse, stars. 4 separate entities, 4 separate words. Avuna kada. Appudu can I connect both of them? No. When you can't connect, will you get the answer? No. So fifth option is not my answer. Let me go for the fourth option. What is the fourth option? Which is the conclusion? E. Statements C, D and E is the conclusion. What is there in E? Reverse stars. Pakka C, D lo emundali? Reverse stars. In C there is river, but do you see stars? Will I get answer? No. Next, B, C, D. Concentration is on D. Points, cards. Points, cards. B, do you see points or cards? No. C, I see points, but there is no card. Will I get my answer? No. A, B, E. E and the reverse stars. A and B. Pakka emundalamma? Reverse stars. A lo star. B lo reverse. Cheyochu kada? Chalo ippudu enti only a few stars or rocks. Only a few. Arrow mark from B to A. Next, all rocks are reverse. What is the conclusion? Some rivers are stars. Right or wrong? Right. Which option is my answer? Second option. Understood? Simple and easy. But if you don't understand this question, it becomes very complicated. And don't draw diagrams for every option. Look at the way that I have taught you. Check only the way that I have taught you. And then try to get the answers. That is the best and the easiest way of solving the question. And always go from option 5. Because in examinations, wherever you find a question where you can get the answer based only on options, you have nothing to do in the question. We have to do everything from the options. అందుకోసం మనం ఏం చేస్తాం చెప్పండి అమ్మా లాస్ట్ నుంచి ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్ చూడు డిఎఫ్ఈ విచ్ ఇస్ ద కంక్లూషన్ ఈ అంటే ఫెస్టివల్ హాలిడేస్ డిలో లుక్ ఎట్ డి ఐ హ్యావ్ హాలిడే F, do you have festival? No. Will I get my answer? No. Fourth option, B, C, E. What is E? Festivals, holidays. B, there is festival. C, there is holidays. Now I can try this kada. Ippudu cheppu, only a few festivals are occasions. Only a few. Next entity, C. All occasions are holidays. What is the conclusion? Some festivals are holidays. Right or wrong? Right. Did I get my answer? Yes. Which option is the answer? Fourth option. Simple and easy. ఈ టెక్నిక్ తెలియకపోతే దీన్ని ఏదో పెద్ద టఫ్ క్వశ్చన్ అనుకుంటాం ఇప్పుడు మనం. ఇప్పుడు ఫిఫ్త్ ఆప్షన్ BCA. కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ ఈజ్ ఆన్ A. వాట్ ఈస్ దేర్ ఇన్ A? రింగ్స్, నాయిసెస్. Bలో రింగ్స్, Cలో నాయిసెస్. ట్రై చేయొచ్చు కదా. ఇప్పుడు B and C are my statements. B, some rings are tones. C, no tone is noise. What is the statement? Conclusion, some rings are not noises. Some rings are noises, right. Some rings are not noises, right. What is the complementary? All rings are noises. Can I take all the wrong rings inside? Noises. Can I draw noises like this? Why? T. So this is wrong and this is right. Did I get my answer? Yes. Fourth question. Let me go for the fourth one. What's happening here? Chalo. Fourth. DEF. ఏమిటమ్మా DEF. కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ దేనిపైన ఉండాలి అమ్మా? F పైన ఉండాలి. What is F? Months and hours. D, hours, months. Try చేయొచ్చు కదా. DEF. D, some hours are times, all times are months. Some months are hours. Right or wrong? Right. Which option is my answer? Fifth option. Let me go for the next one. Now my concentration is on C. What is there in C? Words, files. A and B. Mobiles, networks, network, word. Do you find files? No. Will I get answer? No. Ippudu A, mobiles, network. D, files and access. Tarvata C, words, files. Both mobile and networks are not here. Avuna kada? Malla third option, F. F ante entidamma? Joys, files. D lo files. E lo joys. Try cheyocha cheyakudda? Yes. So some files are taxes, all taxes are joys. What is the conclusion? F. Some joys are files. Right or wrong? Right. Which option is my answer? Third option. Did you all understand the shortcut way of solving these questions? Any doubts in this? Okay, very good. Let us go for the sixth question. This is a question on blood relations. This is a question on blood relations. Let us try to solve this question. M is the brother of J. Who is this M? M is the brother of J. J is the father of D. D is married to K. L is the son of K. L is the son of K. And then he says S is married to minus S is married to L. T has only two daughters, K and F. T has only two daughters, K and F. K and F are siblings and these two are daughters. T T has only two daughters, K and F. Y is the son of F. Q is married to Y. Sarpaying kada? Among all the given persons, I am not sure with the gender of T. I am not sure with the gender of T. And all others gender is known to us. Avuna kada? How is J related to L? How is J related to L? L's father. Father's father. What do you call him as? Grandfather. How is T related to D? How is T related to D? Do you know the gender of T? No. And your answer can be either father-in-law or mother-in-law. But you don't have both in the option. So what should I do? I should go for cannot be determined. Which option is my answer? First answer. How is K related to Y? Y's mother. Mother's sister. What do you call your mother's sister as? Aunt. 9 and 10. These are questions on coded inequalities. And he says R is equals to Q. So I'll draw just Q here. I'll write Q there. Why? Why did I do that? Because R is equals to Q. So what's the common element in between those two? It is T. Okay, now if I'm supposed to talk about Z, pakka I have to think about T. If Z is involved in the questions, you have to think about T. Z and Q. Acha, come on. Z is less than T. Avuna kada? Z is less than T. Now let me go from T to Q. T is less than Q. Less than, less than, less. So is this right? Yes. V greater than or equals to, sorry, V greater than T. Antena? Direct to V to T. Greater than, conclusion, greater than. Both 1 and 2 follows. Yes? Let's go for the 10th question. Again, the same story is given. R is equals to Q. Only if Z is involved, then we'll try to take the help of T. If Z is not there in the picture, no need to worry. I and R. What is the problem with I and R? Opposite symbol. C and Q. C and Q anna, C and R anna same hai kada? Again, opposite symbols from C to Q. What's your answer? Cannot be determined. So, neither 1 nor 2. So, this is 11. What's going on here? There are how many buildings? 6 buildings. A, B, C, D, E and F has different number of floors. How many floors? Different number of floors. We are not sure. So, how many persons total? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B has more floors than only E. Very good. B has more. More ante greater than only E. After B, how many persons? Only 1 person. So B is in the second place from bottom. Because behind you, if there is only 1 person, you are in the second position from last kada. Chappandamma. Next is what? D has more floors than A but less than C. Full stop. C does not have the maximum. When C is not maximum, C should be second. Unko option hai ledu. Who is left out? A, B, C, D, E. Yep. The building which has third highest number of floors has 22. Third is 22. The building with the second lowest number of floors is 7. Second lowest ante B. Ante kada? 7. But the first question, which of the following is true with respect to the given information? E possibly has 9 floors. Does E have 9? No way. E will have less than 7. There is a possibility that F has 21. No. F should be more than 21. Only 3 buildings have less than E. Right or wrong? Right. 3 less than D. D tarvata 3 kada. 12th question. Which of the following floors has 22 floors? Which is having 22? Amma? D. 13. The building which has the highest number of floors has 18 floors more than B. How many does B have? 18 more than B ante 25. How many floors does C possibly have? More than 22, less than 25. More than 22, less than 25 ante 23. Which option? 4th option. Okay. Let's try to solve this question. Please pay attention and look at the way how I solve this question. K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R are sitting around a circular area at equal distance between each other, but not necessarily in the same order. Some of the people are facing center while some face outside. Facing the same direction means if one faces the center, then the other also faces the center. Vice versa. Okay, fine. Now, if you look into your handouts, look at the size of this question. Is it a very huge question or a very small question? Amma? The main passage where you have to solve the question from this, that L to R, this passage is hardly 4 or 5 lines in your handout. అవునా కాదా? అంటే అప్పుడు ఇది చిన్న క్వశ్చనా పెద్ద క్వశ్చనా? చిన్న క్వశ్చన్. చిన్న క్వశ్చన్కి ఎప్పుడైనా పాసిబిలిటీస్ వస్తే 2 పాసిబిలిటీస్ కింద తీసుకుంటామా తీసుకోమా? తీసుకో. We'll go only with only one possible. How many persons according to the question? 8 persons. And I told you many number of times, we'll always start with the clue whose direction is known to us. But luckily, the first line itself, you know the direction of one person. L sits second to the left of M. M faces the center. M faces the center. L sits second to the left of M. Okay, na? Next line is what? Only 2 people sit between L and O. 2 people sit between L and O. I don't know where is this O gada. How many possibilities? 2 possibilities. R is second to the left of O. R is not an immediate neighbor of L. Chalo. If I put O here, what is the possibility that I have? R is second to the left of O. I can put R here, but I have a problem. What? R is not an immediate neighbor of L. Pakka this should be R. 2 people between L and O ante, I can go for O here kada. Chappandamma. And R is second to the left of O. Second to the left of O ante, second place from O. Why did I say second place from O? Because we don't know the direction in which O is placed. If this is R, I have a problem again. What is the problem? R is not an immediate neighbor of L. Ante pakka this should be R gada. Ante what did you understand now? These 2 places are fixed for O and R. If this is O, that is R, and that is O, this is R. Can anyone come and sit in the place of these 2 people? No. Is this clear? Everybody. Next line. P sits to the immediate left of N. P sits to the immediate left of N. P and N are immediate neighbors. Come on. P sits to the immediate left of N. P and N are immediate neighbors. Kada? Immediate neighbors, and how many seats should be vacant? At least 2 adjacent seats should be vacant. Do we have that possibility here? Yes. Ikkade kada? Aa positions evariki? N ki, P ki. Ante kadamma? Next time to chadu. P is both immediate neighbors of P face opposite direction. P sits second to the left of Q. P sits second to the left of Q. ఇంకేంటిది? P sits second to the left of Q అంటే if this is P, maybe this is Q. అవునా కాదా? Because that two places are for N and P. If this is P, then you'll have Q here. Is this clear? Come on, next. Because these places are occupied by N and P. Next. చదవాలమ్మా. O sits to the immediate right of K. O sits to the immediate right of K ante K and O are adjacent. 100% guarantee this is the only place for K. Yes or no? That is the only place for K. Antena? When that is the only place for K, P is sitting second to the left of Q kadamma. Appudu can I take P in this place? At this point, the whole story will change. Pakka this has to be P and this has to be N. And this is Q. P sits second to the left of Q. Ante kada? And 100% guarantee this is K. O sits to the immediate right of K and I am not yet sure. I am not yet sure. Next chadavandamma. Amma? K faces the same direction as L. P faces the same direction as R. P faces the same direction as R. What should I do now, sir? What should I do? Come on. You have to talk, otherwise. Amma? O sits immediate right of. O sits to the immediate right of K. Obvious గా తీసుకోవచ్చు. K inside తీసుకోవచ్చు లేదా అమ్మా P sits to the immediate left of N. ఇది అద్భుతం. ఈ పాయింట్ నుంచి స్టోరీ మొత్తం మారిపోతుంది. P sits to the immediate left of N అంటే N is facing outside. Immediate neighbors of P face same direction, opposite direction, opposite. అంటే పక్క L is inside. Now there is a link between L and K. What is the link between L and K? K faces the same direction as Amma. K faces the same direction as L. L is facing inside, K is facing inside. O sits to the immediate right of K. అంటే పక్కా ఇక్కడ ఓ కదమ్మా, చెప్పండి అమ్మా. చూడండి ఎంత సింపుల్గా ఒక్క పాయింట్ నుంచి స్టోరీ మొత్తం మారిపోతుంది. మన ఆర్ ఏమని చెప్పుకున్నాం మనం, ఆర్ సిట్స్ సెకండ్ టు ద లెఫ్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఓ అంటే ఓ షుడ్ బి ఫేసింగ్ ఇన్సైడ్. ఆర్ సిట్స్ సెకండ్ టు ద లెఫ్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఓ. నెక్స్ట్ కమ్ ఆన్ అమ్మా, ఆర్ అండ్ ఓ ఫేస్ ఆపోజిట్ డైరెక్షన్స్. ఆర్ అండ్ ఓ ఫేస్ ఆపోజిట్. O is facing inside, R is facing outside. Last line చదువు. P has the same direction as R. R is outside, P is also outside. Is this clear? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. Every point is interconnected, but what changed the way system? K దగ్గరకు వచ్చినాక స్టోరీ మొత్తం మారిపోయింది. అర్థమైందా? Is this clear? So don't be in a hurry. Stay calm, stay cool. Small questions, somewhere or the other you find one small clue which will change the whole story of approach of the question. Clear? What is the first one? What is Q's position with respect to K? Q's position with respect to K. What is his position? Third to the left. Do you have third to the left in the options? Yes. How many people in the given arrangement are facing outside? R, N, P. 3 people. Who sits third to the right of P? P is facing outside. Third to the right of P ante K. 4 out of the following 5 are alike in a certain way. Compulsory, inside, outside. K, L, M, O. K is inside, L is inside, M is inside, O is also inside. R is outside. Which of the following is true regarding L as per the given arrangement? First one, I sits second to the right of Q. Is I sitting second to the right of Q? అక్కడ వాడేమో ఎల్ గురించి అన్నాడు, ఇక్కడేమో ఆప్షన్స్లో ఐ అని ఇచ్చాడు. లింక్ ఉందా? లేదు. ఐ ఫేసెస్ అవుట్ సైడ్, లీస్ట్ బాదర్డ్. ఓన్లీ 3 people సిట్ బిట్వీన్ ఎల్ అండ్ ఎన్. ఆర్ 3 people సిట్టింగ్ బిట్వీన్ ఎల్ అండ్ ఎన్? నో. ఫోర్త్, ఓన్లీ 2 people సిట్ బిట్వీన్ ఆర్ అండ్ ఎల్. ఆర్ 2 people సిట్టింగ్ బిట్వీన్ ఆర్ అండ్ ఎల్? ఎస్. హూ ఆర్ దోస్ 2 people? Q and M. So did I get my answer? Yes. Is this the same one or a different one? Same. What is the question here? Who sits exactly between R and Q when counted from the right of R? R and Q when counted to the right of R. R is facing inside or outside? Outside. Then this is right kada. What's the answer? M. 20. One question on coded inequalities. Let us see. T greater than or equals to S. What's the problem with T and S? Opposite symbols. C less than or equals to E. What's the happening between E to C? E is greater than or equals to C. Reverse, C less than or equals to E. Done kada? 21. 9 persons P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W live in 3 different floors from 1 to 3. Ground floor is numbered 1 and the top floor is numbered 3. There are 3 flats on each floor, 1, 2 and 3 from west to east respectively. Underline the word respectively. West to east respectively. Ante 1, 2, 3. Any floors amma? 3 floors. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3 flats. He said 1, 2, 3 respectively from west to east. If X lives to the west of R, means both are living in the same floor only. X is to the east of P. X is to the east of P. Both of them live in the same floor. Intena? Matladalama. Next. Only one floor between V and S. S who lives above V, and both are not living in the same flat. One floor between Vs and S will cover how many floors? 3 floors. And exactly there are how many floors? 3 floors. S is living above V, na below V, na above. So pakka this is S and this is V. Chapandamma. Next line. U lives to the southeast of S. U lives to the southeast of S. S southeast U. Avuna kada. Next. U lives to the southeast of S. R lives. Chapandamma. R lives to the south of X. Ante kada? Next. T lives to the south of W, but not immediate floor. T lives to the south of W, but not immediate. And the pakka this has to be T kada. Chapandamma. And what did you understand here? Let me make one point clear. Third floor is occupied by P and S. Sorry, W and S. Ante kadamma. This is the arrangement kada. Chapali. Antena? Already S is in the third floor, B is in the first floor. But from this clue, W is in the third floor, T is in the first floor. Avuna kada? I need somebody to talk. Say yes or no. Now, but what about P and X? Both of them live in the same floor. Can I take P and X in the third floor? No. Can I take PX in the first floor? No. Pakka P and X has to be in the second. If P and X are in the second floor, pakka R is here kada. Chapandamma. Ante VTR cover kada. Cover అయిపోయిరా లేదా? అది స్టోరీ. ఇది తెలుసుకోవాలి మనం. నీ మైండ్కి థాట్ వచ్చేసాలి. నెక్స్ట్. U does not live in W's flat. W lives on odd number flat and an odd numbered floor. W lives in odd number flat and odd number floor. First trial, this is W, this is T. Pakka this has to be S. S ki southeast lo U. As discussed earlier, P, X. Below X is R. This is V. S and B do not live in the same floor. There is one person who is left out. Q lives to the north of V. Done? అయిపోయింది the story? Chapandamma. Simple. It's all about understanding the clues. And if you don't understand, it becomes very, very difficult. That is why I tell you, practice is very, very important. This thought of bringing VTR in the first floor is not in your mind. Goal. అయిపోయింది సినిమా. చిన్నపిల్లల్లాగా కేసెస్ వేసుకుంటా ఇక్కడ ఎస్ తీసుకోవాలా, ఇక్కడ డబ్ల్యూ తీసుకోవాలా, ఈ పిచ్చి పనులు చేసుకుంటూ కూర్చుంటారు. ఓకేనా? చెప్పండి. Who amongst the following person lives in second floor of flat 2? Second floor flat 2. ఎవరమ్మా? మా X. 22. Who lives to the east of W? East of W I can do 2 people, S and Q. Do you have S and Q in the options? Yes. We'll go for fifth option, both 2 and 3. 24. P lives in which of the following floor and flat? Second floor, first flat. 4 out of the following 5 are alike in a certain way and hence form a group. V and W. Ma, V and W. There is one floor between them, gada? Yes or no? R and P. They are staying in adjacent floors. Antena? T and Q. T and Q, one floor. U and W. Adjacent. Floors to both answer Radu. It is very, very clear. Why? Because first option one floor, third option one floor. Second option, fourth option, adjacent floors. You can't have two different things at the same time. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఎట్లా ఆలోచిద్దాం, వి అండ్ డబ్ల్యూ. మంచిగా వినండి అమ్మా, వి అండ్ డబ్ల్యూ. నార్త్ వెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ వి ఇస్ డబ్ల్యూ. అవునా? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. నెక్స్ట్ ఆర్ అండ్ పి, ఇంతే కదా, ఫాలోయింగ్ ది సేమ్ డైరెక్షన్. ఆర్కి నార్త్ వెస్ట్. టీ అండ్ క్యూ, నార్త్ ఈస్ట్ ఆఫ్ టీ ఇస్ క్యూ. నెక్స్ట్ యూ అండ్ డబ్ల్యూ, మళ్ళీ యూ నుంచి డబ్ల్యూ అంటే ఇదే కదా యారో. యూ అండ్ ఎస్, యూ నుండి ఎస్ కూడా సేమ్. ఎక్కడ పోయింది? క్లియర్? నెక్స్ట్ పజిల్, ఐఎమ్ జంపింగ్ డైరెక్ట్లీ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ పజిల్. వాట్స్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ హియర్? Seven people, OPQRSTU, live on separate floors of a 7-floor building. Ground floor is numbered 1, the first floor is number 2, and so on till the topmost floor is numbered 7. Each one of them has a different profession, that is farmer, businessman, engineer, doctor, architect, pilot, and teacher, but not necessarily in the same mode. This is a question which is clearly on floor arrangement, but there are two parameters that are supposed to be distributed. One is person and the other one is their profession. Topmost floor ఏంటిది? 7. Okay, let's read the first one. Only two people live between S and teacher. The teacher lives on odd number floor. S lives on floor above teacher. S is living on the floor above teacher. This is S 1 2 teacher. Ante kada? And teacher is living in odd number floor. How many floors are covered? 4 floors. How many floors? 4 floors. Only 3 people live between teacher and pilot. Amma 3 people are living between teacher and pilot ante, if I take them below teacher, 1 2 3, next pilot, extra ఎంత మంది వస్తున్నారు? 4 floors. Earlier 4, now 4, it will become how many floors? 8 floors, but we have possibility for only 7 floors. Pakka this is where I have to go for pilot. అవునా కాదా? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. Next is what? Amma, only 2 people live between T and businessman. The businessman lives on the floor above T. Businessman lives in the floor above T. Malla same story. T and businessman. How many? Chapandamma? 2 people. And businessman is living above or below na? Businessman is living above T. This is T. మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ కూడా ఎన్ని ఫ్లోర్స్ కవర్ అయినాయి? 4 ఫ్లోర్స్. నెక్స్ట్ చూడు, neither T nor U is a teacher. This is not T and this is not U. Only 3 people live between T and O. మళ్ళా 3 people live between T and O అంటే, if I take below T, 3 people gap and then O. And how many floors? 4 floors. Already including T and businessman, 4 floors. Below another 3 gap and next O అంటే 4 floors. ఎన్ని అవుతుంది? 8. Is this a possibility? No. So పక్కా O has to be above T. అంతేనా? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. నెక్స్ట్, U lives immediately above architect. U lives immediately above architect. T is not the, P lives on odd number floor but not on the lowermost floor. This is not P, but P is living in which floor? Odd number. The farmer lives immediately below doctor. Farmer lives immediately below doctor. Doctor, farmer. Antena? Inka? Q is not a doctor. ఏం చేయాలమ్మా? ఇన్ని క్లూస్ వచ్చినాయి, ఏది పనికి వచ్చేది లేదు. అవునా కాదా? పక్కా అన్ని మల్టిపుల్ పాసిబిలిటీసే, అవునా కాదా? ఇప్పుడు ఒక మాట టీచర్ లీవ్స్ ఇన్ ఆడ్ నెంబర్ ఫ్లోర్. టీచర్ లీవ్స్ ఇన్ ఆడ్ నెంబర్. కెన్ ఐ గో ఫర్ టీచర్ ఇన్ ద ఫస్ట్ ఫ్లోర్? ఎస్. కెన్ ఐ గో ఫర్ టీచర్ ఇన్ ద థర్డ్ ఫ్లోర్? ఎస్. ఇఫ్ ఐ టేక్ టీచర్ ఇన్ ద ఫస్ట్ ఫ్లోర్, టీచర్ 1 2, this is S and this is pilot. If I take teacher third floor, this is teacher 1 2, this is S and this is pilot. And how many possibilities? Only 2 possibilities. Only 2 possible. So for example, if this is pilot, this is S, 1 2 and this has to be teacher. Ante kada? O businessman and then T. O businessman and T. If I put O here, businessman 1 2, this should be T, but T and U are not teachers. Is there a possibility for O there? No. I'm just exploring the options, that's it, nothing more than that. This is O. Immediately below O is business. And then 2 people gap, this is T. Any problem to me? Chapandamma? No kada? Amma, after business 2 people gap, mokkani shagandi. This has to be T. Next is what? U, architect. U, can I take pilot as U? Yes kada? Can I take U as businessman? No. And U, mani chudandamma, U is not a teacher annadu. Ikkada kuda U undakudadu kada. Appudu U ekkadiki vellochu? Second floor vellochu. Kani T is not a architect. Then how many possibilities for U? Only 1. This is U, this is architecture. Doctor and farmer, there is no other option. Doctor and farmer. Clear? There is one profession that is left out. Can you please look and tell me what is that profession? Engineer. That profession is engineer. There is one point here. P lives in odd number floor. So pakka P has to be in the third floor. Q is a doctor, not a doctor, not at all. About Q wali businessman. There is one person left out. O P Q R. Done. Finished. Is this clear? Who lives on floor immediately below S? Immediately below S is engineer or O. Do we have O in the options? Yes. What is 32nd? Which of the following is the profession of Q? Businessman. 33. Which of the following is true regarding true with respect to R as per the given information? R is a teacher. Is R a teacher? Come on. The one who lives immediately below R is a farmer. Immediately below R is a farmer? Yes, yes, yes. Who among the following lives on floor number 5? Floor number 5 is engineer. Yes, fourth option. How many people live between the floors on which O and the doctor live? O and the doctor, I see only 2 people. Done? Yes. Any other doubts? Number series? Let's go for number series. Number series is from 81. 81. Em ichindamma, wrong number ichinda, missing number ichinda. Most of the students are scared with wrong number, but wrong number is the most easiest. Okay, don't worry. Look at this. Increasing or decreasing? Decrease and then slowly increase. But there is one decimal number here. This is a clear indicator to us. Avuna kada? Emani? Maybe we are involving decimal numbers here. And this 5 is almost close to half of 11. What is half of 11? 5.5. Can I say this is into 0.5 minus 0.5? What is half? Into 0.5 is nothing but half kada. Next is into 1 minus 1. Into 1.5. 4 into 1.5 is 6. 6 minus 1.5, pakka right. 6 minus 1.5, 4.5 kada. Next is what? Into 2 minus 2. What is 4.5 into 2? 9. Minus 2, 7. Into 2.5 minus 2.5. 7 into 2.5. 7 into 2, 14.5 of 7, 3.5. 14 plus 3.5, 17.5 minus 2.5. 17.5 minus 2.5 is how much? 15. కానీ అక్కడ ఏముందమ్మా 14, which is the wrong number. 14. Understood? 82. Now come on, tell me whether this is increasing or decreasing. Shall I go with the differences? Yes? Shall I go with the differences? I'm asking you. Or shall I go for product? If you go with product, what number will you multiply and where will you start? మా చూడు బాగా వినండి. ప్రోడక్ట్ అంటే మల్టిప్లై చేయాలి. ఏ నెంబర్ నుంచి మల్టిప్లై చేస్తావు, ఎక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేస్తావు నువ్వు? 31 into 2 చేస్తే 62. అవునా కాదా? 1.5 62 into 0.5 మళ్ళీ 0.5 చేసుకున్న హాఫ్ ఆఫ్ 31 is so much 15.5. 62 15.5 అంటే 77.5. ఇక్కడేమో 71.5. దూరం ఎక్కువైపోతుంది. అవునా కాదా? ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తావు? ఇంటూ 1 into 1.5 చేస్తావు. అంతేనా? మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ ఏం చేయాలి ఇప్పుడు? mismatch వస్తుంది. So let's go for the differences. Come on, tell me what is the difference here. Come on, plus or minus? Plus. How much is this? 1.5. How much is this? Plus 4.5. అంతే కదా? How much is this? 12.5 will give me 30. 17.5 plus 12.5 ఎంత? 30. కానీ ఇక్కడ ఎంత ఉంది? 13.5. 31 కదా? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. 1.5 4.5 13.5 చూసిన తర్వాత మీకు ఏమొస్తుంది ఐడియా? 1.5 into 3. Come on, 1.5 into 3. 4.5 into 3. 13.5. Look at this. This is exactly 40.5. 13.5 into 3. 13 3s 39. 0.5 into 3. 1.5. 39 1.5. 40.5. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? అంటే difference is multiplied by 3. What should this be now? Come on, 40.5 into 3 is about 43 is 120. 0.5 into 3 1.5. This becomes 121.5. అంతే కదా? 71.5 plus 121.5 అంటే you will not get this decimal number. So which is your wrong number? It should have been 193. Is this clear? 83rd question. Increasing or decreasing? Amma, decrease. Huge or gradual? Gradual. We'll go for difference. How much is this? Minus 2. How much is this? Minus 6. How much is this? Come on. Minus 12. How much is this? Minus 20. What should be this number? 2, 6, 12, 20. Hundreds of times I have told you this. 2, 6, 12, 20. Hundreds of times I have taught you this. Don't tell me difference of difference. Difference of difference అంటే చెప్పొద్దు నాకు. difference of difference చిన్నపిల్లలు లెక్క చేయొద్దు. n square plus n. 1 square plus 1. 2 square plus 2. 3 square plus 3. 4 square plus 4. 5 square plus 5. Minus 30. Is this clear? 2, 6, 12, 20 అనగానే నీ మైండ్కి ఎప్పుడో థాట్ వచ్చేసేయాలి. ఓకే? 84. Increasing or decreasing? Decreasing. Huge or gradual? Gradual. Come on, how much is this? Minus 29. 371, 348. Forget about 3. Think about 71, 48. 23. Minus 23. 29, 23. చాలు. 29, 23 ఏంటమ్మా? Prime numbers. And this is how much? Minus 19. Pakka this should be minus 17. Is it 311? It should have been 312. The last question for the day. Increasing or decreasing? Ma? Decreasing. Decreasing kada. What is this number? Is this 130? And this is 66. Almost half of previous number. Huh? almost half agada into 0.5 or divided by 2, 65 plus 1 divided by 2 అంటే 33. ఇదేమో divided by 2, ఇదేమో divided by 2 9 plus 1 divided by 2 5 plus 1. ఇప్పుడు మనం నేనేం చేయాలి? divided by 2 plus 1, 33 plus 1 34. 34 divided by 2 is 17 plus 1 is 18. Clear? Any doubts? Thank you.